Hi YouTube family. Today I want to talk about why you're obsessed with the new supply, or why we become obsessed with new supply. Why do we wish terrible things on their relationship, the narcissist and the new supply's relationship? Why do we want them broken up? Because we feel like our future had been robbed. We feel that we're missing something that we should have. We're mourning the loss of what could have been or should have been. We're mourning the loss of all the promises that the ex had made. And so we are obsessed with the new supply because we don't want it to work out. We don't think that the narcissist deserves to be happy after the way they treated you. And we think that if the new supply is happy and the narcissist is happy and they're living out this incredible, beautiful life, you feel like you're comparing yourself to them, and you're not where they are. So what the heck, you got the short end of the stick. You're the one who was treated badly. You're the one who was left. You're the one who was discarded. You're the one whose life was completely obliterated, or it was completely stopped in the middle of the track. And you feel like, what in the world? How is it fair that this new supply gets to live a life that should be mine? And I've heard from viewers that there have been times where the narcissist will actually do things with the new supply they never did with you or did with them, because the narcissist learned from you the kind of things that you wanted to do that sounded fun, it sounded exciting, maybe traveling to a certain location, maybe trying a new adventure or activity, and then they decide to tell the new supply, hey, let's go vacation here, let's try this new activity. And of course that kind of makes the narcissist look creative and adventurous and exciting to the new supply. And you're seeing them live out the things that you wanted to do. I've also heard from viewers who've said that, they'd never been loved as much as they had been with the narcissist. And now they see the narcissist pouring that love onto somebody else. And they feel like they've been robbed. So now they're left empty and watching this new life that the narcissist has with the new supply. And we become obsessed then with the new supply. I want to tell you, I have another video. It's called Stop Imagining Life is Perfect for the Narcissist and the New Supply. So I'll put a link down in the comments there for that video. And I've also made another video that's called Why the New Supply is Doomed. I would highly recommend you watch those two videos to get your mind focused on reality, because the fantasy is that they are living this incredibly perfect, wonderful, beautiful life that you were promised, or that you thought you were going to have with this person. And even though you recognize near the end of your relationship, or a lot of viewers had talked about how the last year or last few months or last few weeks, depending on how long the relationship lasted, how the last few parts or last section of their relationship was horrible, either abusive or fraught with cheating, or they were caught in multiple lies and the fantasy started falling apart, truth started coming out. So we know that our relationship with the narcissist was not real, and it started unraveling. So you know that even if you had stayed with the narcissist, it was not going to be this beautiful ending where you two would just ride off into the sunset, into your golden years, and raise a beautiful family together and retire and then sit on the beach somewhere drinking margaritas. So why are you imagining this then with the new supply? And why do you want to even care about the new supply, right? Get rid of that. Get rid of the need to want to even look. Because the reality in that relationship is incredible brokenness. The reality between the new supply and the narcissist is the same reality that you came to. I mean, I've heard of relationships that went 8 years and it was beautiful, and then the last 2 years were incredibly abusive. So I'm thinking maybe you didn't realize what the first 8 years were, and there were things that were creeping into your relationship or parts of your relationship that were not getting handled properly. Same thing's going to happen in the next relationship with the narcissist. Same type of thing's going to happen. Now, there are two things that you can do. One is you can learn what part you took in your relationship, where you could have made changes to your reactions or your behavior, or maybe you're not, and obviously you're not the same person you were 8 years ago or at the beginning of your relationship with the narcissist, and where you are now. You're not the same person. If you recognize that there had been bad habits that you formed or destructive habits that you formed, you can change that, okay? You can change your part of it. You can't change the narcissist part and how they reacted and how they behaved, and if they lied and cheated and stole and however they behaved. They were living a double life. You cannot change that. And the new supply can't change that either. And you might think there's a different ingredient in this relationship because the new supply is different than you. And you think, oh, well, the new supply is going to be able to bring out a better part of the narcissist, or be able to handle them better, or help them grow into an amazing, wonderful person. Or maybe the narcissist is now changing for that new supply. You can believe all of that, but you can also look at your own relationship and see that the narcissist didn't become a better person for you. The narcissist didn't grow into somebody stronger or better or more positive. And in fact, they are in such a fantasy world with the new supply that they're not even really themselves anyway. They project themselves to be romantic and everything that the new supply wants in order to see a future with the narcissist. So here we are. We're thinking, why is this new supply so lucky? Why is this new supply getting the best of the narcissist? Well, it's the same story that you had with the narcissist, because at the beginning of your story, you got the best of the narcissist too. You got the exciting, adventurous, attentive person. But it's what happens as the relationship grows. You both have to either continually become better people, or you're going to start to grow apart or grow in a way where you're combating each other all the time. That's the way it is with all relationships, not just relationships with narcissists. But if you're watching my channel, a lot of my videos, or all of my videos at this point, have been about narcissistic abuse, because I have found that relationships with narcissists are quite a bit different than relationships with a normal person, because a narcissist is very manipulative. So if you're wondering, why am I obsessed with a third person that my ex, the other person my ex has moved on with, consider it's the same for those who have been in a relationship with a narcissist or those who have been in a relationship with a normal person. When the other person moves on, they found somebody else before you found somebody else, you're going to be a bit obsessed with their new life, because you're comparing yourself. And you've got to stop doing that. Don't compare yourself anymore to the person that they are now with, because it will do you no good. Even if that other person is just a terrible person, less attractive than you are, less responsible than you are, less successful than you are, whatever it is, even if you measuring next side by side with them, you think that you're a better person than they are, it's still not going to make you feel better, because you're still going to look at them and the narcissist or your ex, and you're going to compare yourself to their happiness. Are you happy like they're happy? and you're really not even going to get the real picture. So you're going to imagine an idealized picture of them instead of the real picture of what's going on in their relationship, because why in the world, right, would they show you what's really going on and the struggles inside of their relationship? It has no bearing on your happiness, and in fact, it will rob you of your happiness. You have to break this obsession with the new supply. Now, the way you can do that is realize that they did not steal your future. Your future with that ex was not headed in a great direction, was not where it should have been headed. I mean, if you really were truthful with yourself, you would see that your relationship with this narcissist was not a good one. It was quite toxic. You had lowered your standards. You were no longer actually happy with yourself. You were probably becoming more of a shadow of yourself to be with the narcissist. So you're thinking that this person had stolen my future with the narcissist? Not really. They interrupted a disaster that was going to happen anyway. So it's better that they came in and the narcissist left, and now you are free to find something real, find something healthy, get on a path that's going to improve you and build success in your life and build friendships and build a real life. So you're also mourning and thinking that, the future that I imagined with my ex is now gone, and it's fine. It's good to mourn, because you need to do that. And even if the mourning is over a fantasy, over something that wasn't real, mourn it. Feel sad about it. Say goodbye to it. And now start looking to the other direction. Start looking to now building something or rebuilding. And instead of a fantasy, build it in reality. Start working on yourself. Start becoming the person that you want to be, so that you can attract the people you want in your life. I heard from another viewer that was saying that they had no hope of finding the right person for them because they'd never been loved so much as they had been loved by the narcissist. And they just can't see that another person would be where they are. And it's okay if the other person's not exactly where you are. You need to live your life and focus on what's good, and get involved in doing things that give your life meaning. And then that's where you're going to start to meet people who are going to have a bigger impact on you. That's where you're going to have people come alongside you and work towards things that are good in life, and that have the people who have the same interest that you have. You should work on you. Start thinking about where you want to be and who you want to be, and the kind of person that you want to attract. Be or become the person that could attract that kind of person. Like if you have a dream man or a dream woman in your mind, what kind of person would that dream man or dream woman fall in love with? That's the kind of person then that you need to be. So become a better person. If it helps you to get away from the new supply and stop focusing on them, because they will derail you, thinking about them will take you off your path, will distract you from where you should be headed, wear blinders. Get off of social media. Do not go to the same places that you're going to run into the narcissist or the new supply. Get blinders on so that you can focus on your path. Start reading self-help books. Build up the character the part of your character that's weak that you want to strengthen. Start listening to motivational speakers. Laugh more. Watch humorous videos. Get your spirits up, because nobody wants to be around somebody who's depressed all the time, who's down on themselves, and is always suffering. There's a time and a place for that, but you don't want to stay there. And you will stay there if you stay obsessed with the new supply. You're not going to be able to attract the kind of person you want to attract if you're going to be obsessed with the new supply or the narcissist or their relationship entirely. You have to put your blinders on and turn away from that. So, YouTube family, if you want to move on, if you want to get a better life, if you want to get out of this rut, stop being obsessed with the new supply. It absolutely does not matter what kind of person they are. It does not matter if they're great or if they're horrible. It doesn't matter if the narcissist is having a wonderful time with them or having a terrible time with them. Knowing either of those things will help you. It won't help you. It'll only distract you and make you look like an obsessed, crazy person. So start working on you. You have to become the kind of person that would attract the other kind of person that you want. You have to become the kind of person to live the kind of life you want to live. So start working on you. Start building yourself up. And the most attractive people to me are ones that are happy, the ones that are excited about something or passionate about something. They don't have to be a spaz, right? Some people are attracted to that, I guess. But no, just someone who has a really good heart and is passionate about something that's good and important to me as well. And you will find that when you pursue the path that you're supposed to be on for you. So YouTube family, I hope that this has helped. I hope that you will come back to reality and realize that where you are and where they are should not be intersecting anymore. You need to move on. And if this video has been good and good for you, if you have enjoyed it at all, please subscribe and please comment and please like it and check out the other 2 videos that I talked about. I'll put links to them at the bottom in the comments. I wish you lots of joy, healing, and wholeness. Have a great day, YouTube family.